me take you for a little ride down the back roads and over through the countryside. Big old trucks with big old tires, watching the sun rise in a big old sky. Cornfields and country farms, loving hearts and open arms. We believe what the Bible says, and anything worth doing is worth doing your best. If you wanna hustle for it, ain't nothing for free. By the time the rooster crows, better be on your feet. If you don't work, then you don't eat. That's the way we was raised, that's the way it's gonna be. Everybody knows everybody. There don't nothing go down in this town that we don't know about it. Faith and family, we standing strong. We gon' sing about Jesus till he calls us home. Don't you come on in. Come take a ride through the country, sit back and just chill.
Welcome everybody, MaxspeedTV, Bobby and all the hobbies coming at you here on a hot Saturday night. It's the All-Star Race for the AG Solar Solutions, brought to you by MP's Die-Cast and Racing Memorabilia. It's the Throwback 200 at Charlotte. Grab something to eat or drink, stick around, hang out. We'll have a little fun tonight with these cats. They get one fast repair, and they don't have near enough tires is what they gonna wish they had. These cars are a handful. Stick around. We'll be back with a lot of excitement. Let's get to the anthem. We'll be back after that.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant,
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Welcome back, everybody. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies, coming at you right here on a Saturday night. It is the MP Diecast and Racing Memorabilia 200. Yep, that's right. About 140 laps around this puppy with the throwback cars. If that don't put gray hair on your head, nothing will. One fast repair. That is it. And not near enough sets of tires that they would like to have. Because these old cars eat up tires. This track eats up tires. Cautions, we might see a few. But anyway, it's time to have us a little bit of fun. AG Solar Solutions, welcome everybody that's watching out on YouTube. Hang out with me. We'll have fun here with these guys as they get ready to the grid. Let's go through the names. Row number 1, Zach Roethlisberger, the 93 is your polecat tonight. The 21, Derek Rouge beside him. Row number 2, the 09, Brian Mathis, and the number 1 of Mr. Mark Jackson. Row 3, the 27, Matt Pelletier, and the 30 of Mr. Jay Stenson. Row 4, the 79, DJ Weeks, and the 98, Jeff Carroll. Row 5, the 16, Justin Bentley, and the 18 of Emily. I believe it's yours. You know what? We've been through this, been down this row before. It's Emily. Row 6 to 28, Jonathan Cogswell. Beside him, number 200, Tommy Cook. Row 7 to 99, Edward Smith, and the 31 of Joey Hickox. Row 8 to 94, Fred Anderson, and the 12 of Nick Hurd. And row 9 to 55, by himself, last but not least, would be Albert Hewins. Like I said, 140 laps. Stages between... It's going to be lap 40 and lap 80 on your stages. Down at the bottom would be the 93 of Roethlisberger. Up top, 21. Mr. Derek, I believe it's Runge. I don't know. It is tonight. Call him Derek. They're going to be slick. It's going to be tough. They're used to all those easy handling Gen 5s and everything else. Oh, no, not these. Here we go. Green flag. Let's get it on. AG Solar Solutions Series. Throwback 200. MP Diecast Memorabilia. Roethlisberger, he's going to take the lead on that one. He's going to get the first lap in. These things are a handful, guys. Take a look at that. The old setup. Nothing in there but a steering wheel, 4 tires, and a seat belt and a helmet. Kind of tells you the age when you see some of these paint schemes. And we will go through these paint schemes tonight. Get a good look at all of them. Paint schemes. Here we go. Mark Jackson. The old Mountain Dew. A Dale Waltrip special, I believe. And that is the battle for third. The 09. Brian Matthias is right there. Got to challenge him, I think. Got to roll him down into the inside. And he might take that spot from him, and he will. When the tires wear down, the wall comes quickly. Especially in the tri-oval. Nancy says out there, at every caution, I have to tell a clean joke. Really? Oh, boy. Clean running, I can tell you. And that's the 90th year Roethlisberger. Him and Derek been battling out here for, I don't know, the last 6 laps or so. And it looks like the 09 of Brian Matthias is going to join into the fun here. He's got a pretty fast race car underneath him. He's moving on up. Now, I don't know. They'll probably tell me towards the end of the race. They're going to vote to see who gets the $20 league reward for the best paint scheme. You can see Mark Jackson in the Mountain Dew machine in 4th. Behind him's DJ Weeks. We'll go through and take a look at these. Oh, getting sideways right there. And that's going to bring up the rest of the guys right there behind him. And it looks like probably Matt Pelletier, the Kodiak machine, is going to try to take that spot away from him if he can. DJ says, not so fast, pal. It looks like Pelletier's getting a little bit of traffic here behind him. They're starting to double up on him. And that will be the 16. He's moving up. Justin Bentley taking a little look at the Kodiak machine. Mr. Jay Stinson right behind him. I'll tell you what, here's what we'll do. Let's do it like this. Let's get a good look at him. There's Roethlisberger, your leader. The Pro Air machine. Speedway by the Derek 21 machine. And wow, coming up on his butt quickly. The Hot Wheels man himself, Brian Matthias, I mean, he really got up on him quick there. He had to stand on those brakes. Keep from hitting him, I think. Back in the fourth is going to be Mark Jackson. BDJ Weeks, and I'm not really sure what that is because I can't get a darn good picture of it. Let me see. Pro Air. And of course, the 27, Mr. Pelletier in the 6th position, that Kodiak machine. Justin Bentley, Mr. Jay Stenson, Jonathan Cogswell, the Davey Allison. There's a boatload of them. Oh, the number, who was it back here? Just lamb that wall. We'll get back to these guys in a minute. Not sure who it was. I'm looking for him. I'll find him in a second. He slowed down a lot. Well, we got another one going sideways back here in the back. Still no caution yet. Into the infield he goes, and the number 3 right there with him. So they're going to come in quickly because they flat spotted those tires. It says number 3 in the car, but it's 99 right here on my ATVOs. So that's Edward Smith. Both of them lost it probably on a, how can I say this, a butt pucker scale of 1 to 10. I say both of them probably about a 4 or 5 right there. That could have got ugly quick. But we're still caution free. Roethlisberger has just a little bit of daylight. Actually, about a possible 2-car length there in 21, which is good. The main thing here is you got to hit your marks. If you don't hit your marks, you're in trouble. Talk about some of the old guys that have driven some of these cars. Let's get back to where we're at here. Let everybody be able to see them. That will be, I believe, Justin Bentley's ride. The old Tide machine. Quite a few fellas. Let's see who all ran that back in the past. You guys remember? I think it was... There's a few of them. I do know for a fact Altrip did, Ricky Rudd did, and at some point I think Ricky Craven did as well. And of course Cogswell, the Davey Allison, good Lord, we can go on forever. Ernie Irvin, Dale Jarrett, and Irwin, Kenny Irwin, that passed away driving that paint scheme. Tommy Cook, not sure what that is. Joey Hickox, he's got the Hickox Racing. As the Tommy Cook goes way up the track. Albert's got the Superman. And I'm going to tell you what, man. That paint job right there, without a doubt, Stevie Wonder could probably see that thing going around the track. Or Ronnie Millsap if you're an old country fan. Now, that puppy's bright. You need sunglasses to be around him. A Quaker State machine. And of course, one of the Earnhardt rides. But you can see these tires are starting to go away, and these guys are, it's a handful already. They really got to back out of it. Their lap times have dropped significantly. But still, what a throwback, huh? AG Solar Solutions on the Saturday night. They call it the MP Die-Casted Racing Memorabilia, the Throwback 200 right here in Charlotte. And these three cats right here, they got a little daylight, a little real estate between the third, fourth, and so on. You see a little bit of racing going on right here. DJ Weeks is there, but Matt Pelletier giving a little pressure. Gonna take him up on the high side. You can hear them tires just sliding away. You can hear him feathering that accelerator. Roethlisberger enjoying his nice little ride here out front. Fresh air, cool air into that radiator. Car handles better when you're out there, especially the old ones. And I'm seeing a little bit of dust right there. And that might be Mr. Tommy Cook coming in here to the pits, and he is. And he getting him some tires and some fuel. Tires right away, just for the simple fact that they go away fast here. Boy, look how high up they got to raise that car, change them tires. And away he goes. He had enough of it at 24 laps. He came in. I would imagine probably in the next couple, 70% fuel, so I don't know. Like I said, the fuel's not really an issue right now. It's the tire wear. Go on back here. Hickox is in the 10th position. Albert Hewins, I believe, right behind him. The Superman machine. I'm telling you what, without a doubt, I know he must have painted that car especially for Stevie Wonder or Ronnie Millsap or somebody, so they can see it go around the track. That has got to be the shiniest chrome car looking I've ever seen in my life. Going back a little further, by himself, Fred Anderson in the 12th position. Nick Hurd, Quaker State ride by himself. 15th, Tommy Cook. Jonathan Cogswell, he's right now, it says 14th, but he's 15th. Now, Jonathan came in to the pits, and he's out. So he should be able to run a few of these cats down. Because everybody else has got 28, 27 laps on them tires. Matthias still hanging out in the 3rd spot. That's the Hot Wheels ride. You see it right there. Look at the sun, how it really comes in the cockpit of these things. You got to get out of it and chase it all the way up the track. Roethlisberger pulling away just a little bit to the second place. You know, Nancy, I might not be telling any jokes tonight. These cats may not have any cautions. Well, except for the stages. And which, by the way, we're coming up on that in about 10 laps. We got one cat, he's gone, Emily. Now, I'm not mistaken, but I think he was under a tornado warning just prior to this race. So he might be hightailing it out. Watch your head there. Be safe. Nancy's boy, Joey Hickox, here he is in the 10th spot. Take a ride with him in the inside. The smoother you are, the faster you'll go, especially on these throwback cars. Now they're falling off just a little bit, but you can see these cats right here. And you're gonna notice it. Cogswell, he's running a really fast lap because he's only got 6 laps on those tires. And you can see Tommy Cook right there behind him. Now, Cogswell, since he came into the pits, him and Tommy Cook both are a lap down. Edward Smith is 2 laps down. With a terrific save that he had. After, I think he was the one that bounced off the wall. But I believe these cats are going to hang out all the way to that first stage at lap 40. Roethlisberger kind of enjoying his ride tonight. By the way, did I mention it was brought to you by the MP Diecast Racing Memorabilia? If I have it, well, it is. Thanks to them for sponsoring this all-star race. Of course, with all the other sponsors down in your left-hand corner of the broadcast. Whoa, looks like he might have caught the wall right there, Roethlisberger. I don't know. Let's see if we can see a little scrapage anywhere here. Well, he didn't, but man, it was close looking. It was real close. Four more laps to the first stage. And these guys, I'm sure, will be happy campers. So they all could get in here and get some fresh tires. And fuel. Tires, man. Whew. If they can sell a set of tires, they can make some money off of them. Big time. You have to admit, that'd be pretty cool in iRacing to be able to holler up to somebody and say, hey, you got a couple sets of tires. Let me buy them off of you. Keep going through here, and yeah, we got a little bit of racing going on now. Man. Hold on to your hat. The 79 of DJ Weeks is going way up high. He's trying his darndest to kid around. I think it's I don't know. Who is the Kodiak, right? Pelletier, boy, these two cats are really fighting it out. Gets him loose. You see him sliding. He hangs on to it. There's another pucker factor of about probably 4 on the 1 to 10 scale. But he hung on to it. And it does look like Roethlisberger is going to win this first stage, folks. Yeehaw. Get him some points. It's all about the points. So no one's got to catch him. So that's a good thing. Winning the first stage of the first season, first all-star race of the AG Solar Solutions, that's bragging rights. I would call it bragging rights. Going, there it is. Roethlisberger, he's going to be your stage winner. 21 Derek and Jay, second, third. Brian, Matt, DJ, 4, 5, and 6. 7th is Bentley. 8, Mark Jackson. Joey Hickox, 9th. 10th, Albert Hewins. That is going to be a very, very busy place. Very busy. But we'll follow them around here. As they all come in, pit road's going to be busy. Roethlisberger's going to lead the way. Watch how high up those cars go in the air. The only ones that go up that high. They really simulate the old style, that's for sure. And away they go. Roethlisberger's gonna resume his lead. And while that's going on, well, let's see if we can chat with him. Zach, Bobby in the booth, you got a copy.
Hey, Bobby, how we doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Actually, not as well as you are. Led just about every lap but one so far in this bad boy. Tell everybody out there who's watching, what's it like driving the throwback cars?
Well, it's, they're a handful. They don't drive as smooth, definitely as like the current Cup car now or even the Xfinity or the truck car. I mean, they're just, you feel like you're kind of all over the place and you're kind of bouncing on the track more so than anything. But they're a lot of fun. They're you really got to wheel them around this place, and it really gives you pay respect to those guys that actually did drive these cars in real life for how much of a, how much they really had to wheel them around.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A handful is correct. Now, just probably go away really quick, don't they?
Yeah, this is a really tight setup in these cars, and they're just not up to date, technology wise, compared to the Cup cars today. So you feel like you really got to protect them, or else you can find yourself in a bad spot. So I felt like we did an okay job doing that here this last round. This 21 car behind me is pretty fast, But hopefully we can get out to a good jump again, and we can kind of focus on not overdriving so much.
All right, good luck. Save those tires and be smooth, and see how many more you can lead in this bad boy. But pretty awesome. I mean, you're on a roll.
I appreciate it, man. Hopefully it stays that way.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
See you, man.
He's not joking when he says they're a handful. Let me tell you. You think they're a handful here, you ought to try them on a super speedway. Aerodynamic? No. They are nasty. So we're going to line them all up. Up at the top's going to be your top 5. Right now, though, Roethlisberger seems to have it going on. Him and the 21 there, Derek, they got it happening. Don't count out some of these other guys just yet. Caution's back out. Trying to get these guys lined up properly. Stenson, he's up to 3rd right now, and I'm going to assume, let me look here, maybe I can give you some pit stop analysis. He gained 3 spots, and the 16 right there, Mr. Bentley, as you can see, he gained 5. Albert Hewins, he gained 10 spots. Man, those pit road guys, they must be on some serious steroids or something. I don't know, man. That's fast. Trying to get them all lined back up. Get them where they belong. You can see right there a big opening. We're still trying to figure out who's got to go where. We've been caution free this race so far. Only the stage. And our next stage we're looking at is going to be around lap 80. Everybody's got new shoes on. And when the green flag drops, they're going to be getting it. They got fresh rubber. Look out. That's where you work your heart out to gain positions before those tires get about 10 laps on them, 15 laps. So Roethlisberger's in the 93. He's going to be starting up top this time. Derek's going to be at the bottom. Bentley and Stenson. And we got Brian Mathias. That's your top 5 right there. Some good looking throwbacks. I'm sure it brings back memories. It does for me. Yeah, I'm old. .46 laps out of 140. AG Solar Solutions All-Star Race brought to you by, if I'm not mistaken, the MP Diecast Racing Memorabilia. The Throwback 200, getting ready to fire underway again, going green. Second time here. No cautions except for the stage. And there we go, green flag, let's do it. Wow, Mark Jackson really threw it out. Now we're 3 wide right here, and they got to get out of it, because they're going to run out of real estate, and they're going to be touching each other. And there they go. We got our first caution. The 1 and the 27. And oh, man. There are a lot of guys involved in that one there. That's going to leave a mark. See if we can find out exactly how this thing started. It is a little tough with these cars, I can tell you that. But you can see them right up front. Right here. A little arrow push, just a little bit, and all of a sudden the 27 comes down, and I don't know. Take a look and see if the number 1 of Mark Jackson came up at the same time. It looks to me more like the 27. I don't think he realized he was that close to him on the bottom, but I do believe that he came down there. I don't think he's seen him. I really don't. But you can watch Mark here, Jackson, the number 1 machine. He'll slowly go up a little bit, but the 27's really coming down. So they got tangled up right here, and of course, well, you know the rest of the story. Everybody's going to be involved. You see him sliding right down through the camera. And then they're all bound up together. Man, a lot of guys was in this. Hickox was in it. Fred Anderson is in it. The 17 right there. That's another fancy number deal. I got to figure out who that would be. Man, oh man. A lot of guys in there, and I bet a lot of them's going to end up using fast repairs. And they only get 1 for this race. That's all they get. Only 1. So they're gonna... Curious to see how many's actually gonna hit the pit road. But I know there's gonna be work done on these bad boys. Now, you can beat these things pretty good. Well, you know, they were pretty hard metal back in the day. You didn't just rip off a front end like you do here in the Gen 5s or Gen 6s. I mean, these things right here can take a beating. There they go. They're coming into pit road now to get a little work done. A lot of these guys are in here already. Mark Jackson, he's back out. He has not used his fast repair, so he's good. No leak in that Mountain Dew. A little bit of damage here. You can see how it's crinkled just a little bit on Jeff's car. I think we got a little bit right in here. Oops, let me get a better color for you. You ain't gonna like that at all. Got a little trouble right there, a little dent. And I think up front he's got a little bit of nastiness going on. Yep, you can see it right there as well. It's not that big of a deal, not in these cars. You can see it right in here. No big deal, all good. Next time around, they're going to get up too wide, and they're going to do it all again. But Roethlisberger right now, boy, I tell you what, he's looking stout. He's led 48 out of 50 laps. And your top 5, there they are. So that's going to be our first caution. And nope, I didn't tell a joke. Plumb forgot. Those fresh tires. You get you stand up on that wheel and you get a little brave. You start getting into this 3 wide stuff and it gets a little hairy. But you feel that grip underneath you. You want to accelerate. You want to try to move forward and get all the positions you can get before those tires go away. Lights out on that Mustang pace car. And he's gone. We're getting ready to fire things up one more time right here. Charlotte. AG Solar Solutions All-Star Race brought to you by MP Diecast and Memorabilia. Here we go. And trouble already. Roethlisberger gets spun. Everybody checks up. And they kind of run everybody over. Now, it's a good possibility somebody right there missed a gear. Missed a shift. Let me see if I can check this out right here. We'll go slow. And I do believe you can see, watch the 16 come right up on him and drill him. I think he missed a shift. And maybe we will find out if I go this route. Yep, you can hear it. He missed a shift. And when he did, he got ran over. A lot of guys involved in that one, buddy. All right, that'll work, Nancy. Thanks. I'll take it. Well, Roethlisberger having a heck of a great night tonight. He really was. Right up until he missed the shift. And that's what started that whole little mess right here. So they're all going to come back in and get some work done. Now it's going to get interesting now. There's only 54 laps down in the books out of 140. I might be ordering a pizza on this one. It's a good chance. But how many guys out here has had to use their fast repair already? Well, let's take a look and see. Mr. Fred Anderson has used one. He's done. He's on borrowed time, I call it. Mr. Joey Hickox had to use his. Matt had to use his. Ryan had to use his. DJ Weeks had to use his. And Nick Hurd had to use his. They're still getting work done. And along with Edward Smith. And he had to use his fast repair also. So some of these cats can't really afford to get in any more trouble. Somebody's chilling in a hotel tonight. Nice. So you're trying to say I'm actually better than anything you can find on them silly cable TV, whatever your hotel has locally, right? I'm shocked. But thanks. We're just going to go with that. Oh, here comes your leader now. Says Roethlisberger missed a shift and went bye-bye. And right here is going to be your top 5 after 55 laps in the book. Have mercy, we're not even halfway. We only got one car that's history, and that was the 18. And I do believe he had threatening weather just prior to the green flag of this race, so hopefully he's safe, doing all right. I saw the radar where he lived, and it didn't look pretty at all. So, by the way, If you're bored, hit the like button. And if you like these guys, hit the like button twice. Because we put out a pretty good show. I have to admit, these cars, a couple of cautions. Hey, look, cautions bring excitement. If this thing was caution-free for 140 laps, you'd hear me snoring over the air. All right, here we go. Line them back up 2 wide. Derek on the bottom. Mr. Jay Stinson. And the 30 machine's going to be up top. Maybe we get this thing going caution-free here for a little bit. We just might be able to do a little crank up maybe, and I can try to follow them around this track with all these cameras. Stenson up top. He started 6th. Getting down to a somewhat of a light evening here. Good possibility we might be under the lights here before long. And here we go, our flag stand. If he likes it, we're going green. He does. We're going. Wow, what a jump Derek got right there. Stinson, he's in 2nd, and if he looks in his rearview mirror, they coming. '27 gonna make a move down to the bottom. Penetaire is, and he's making a move on the 55 of Albert, I believe. Now here comes the 27 back. Pelletier down on the bottom. He's gonna grab a spot back. Fred Anderson right there in the 94. That was a close call right there. He had made a nice move. Oh, he's sideways there. Is he gonna hang on to it? Oh, he's gonna bite the water barrels as the hood goes flying. He's done. He tore that thing all to pieces, and that's going to bring out a caution. Hell, if he was hot in the car, he's not now. Right around with him. Gets out from underneath, and he tries to correct it, and right into the old... See, that'd be really cool if they'd have the water flying all over the place, wouldn't it? But... take another look right here. He comes right down. You see him. Right here, he gets it loose. You can see it. He gets it away from him. He tries to correct it, and he oversteers, but the track grabbed him and threw him. And there he goes. And there goes the hood for a souvenir somebody's man cave. And he is tore all 2 pieces. And the sad part of this is, he's done. He already used the fast repair. I ought to drag him up into the booth. Or Fred. See if we can find Fred. Yeah, we can find Fred. Let's have a talk with Fred, huh? How about you, Fred? Bobby in the booth. Oh, Fred.
Yes, I'm done.
Oh, yeah, you're done. Son, you hit that thing head on.
Yeah, I tried to. I just tried to keep it off the track with keep racing, and somehow I caught the barrels.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you credit, buddy. I got to tell you, when you hit the water barrels, son, you don't mess around. You hit them. You hit them good.
Yeah, take one for the team.
Yeah, you did. Well, now you can either play. I see you already used your fast repair, didn't you? That's the bad part.
Yeah, I'm done. This car's trash.
Yeah. Wow. Well, you can.
I wanna thank the Money No Talent team, the MNTs. We had a good car until we didn't.
You had a good car until you decided to give it a bath.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one later.
Oh, you hit it good. I'll say one thing. I think your hood must have went about 50 yards further than your car did.
All right, well, thanks.
Well, hey, you know what? I can hear the disgust in your voice, but you know what? You might have dodged a bullet here. This might be a really long night.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit back, have a beer, and watch the rest of the race.
All right, man. Well, sorry to see it happen. We'll catch you next week. Get you back out on the track.
All right, thanks, Bobby. Have a good night.
All right, you too, buddy.
Thanks for broadcasting.
No problem. You can hear the disgust in his voice. He wasn't a happy camper, to say the least. But I gotta tell you, now that right there, he is definitely, in my opinion, there ain't nobody gonna beat him for that one. That boy's definitely gonna get the Dude Wipes award. He's gonna need something to dry him off after hitting them barrels. But he definitely gonna have the wreck of the night, I'm afraid. So that's something he can be proud of. And the Dude Wipe Award is for the driver that has probably just as many skid marks in his shorts as the track does. He hit that hard. Put him out of business tonight, so that's another one gone, or another one bites the dust, if you will. We got 15 of them here. 14 is on the lead lap. So that's a good thing. Stenson's going to be down on the bottom starting this bad boy. And Jonathan Cogswell, he's up there in the front on the top in the 28, though. Davey Allison, Ernie Irvin, Dale Jarrett, you know, all those cats. Kenny Irwin. I don't know how many more they were, but that paint scheme, which, by the way, anything Davey Allison, Ernie Irvin paint scheme's my favorite. So he's my favorite one of the night. And of course, a close second would definitely be the old Mountain Dew. You know what I mean? It's just a beautiful paint scheme. But I'm really partial to the late Davey Allison and, of course, Ernie Irvin. Matter of fact, I had the privilege at Bristol of standing beside Mr. Irvin in the souvenir trailer, handing him stuff for him to autograph for like an hour and a half. Because good friends of mine drove the souvenir trailer for him. So that was a real highlight. Plus, I think I got everything in my man cave you could think of, Ernie Irvin. Man, I wish his son would get out in NASCAR and start soon. But anyway, Jay Stenson, he's going to be on the bottom, and Mr. Cogswell will be up top. And right behind him, Pelletier and Joey Hickox. You're going to have to drive very defensively, like you're on eggshells, because a lot of these cats have used their fast repair already. They're out here running on borrowed time. Back to Green Flag Racing, AG Solar Solutions. Oh, and again, this time the 79 goes for a ride. DJ Weeks, he got booted. He gathers it back up, and away he goes. And And he wasn't the only one, too. The 98, or the 17 right there, which is 98 in my book. And that will bring out another caution. Take a quick look here, see if we can see anything. Oh, it already happened, didn't it? I'll back that back up. Mr. Mark Jackson, I think we can get a good view of it right here. There it is. Now, I'm wondering, I got a strong suspicion here, DJ may have also perhaps missed a shift. Let's see. Yes, he did. So that's 2 cats that has missed a shift. And when you miss a shift, well, you get ran over. Having some issues going through the shift pattern tonight, these guys are. Watch it right here. He hits second, and it ain't there. And he will get booted. Not too bad. Damage is very minimal. He'll be back out, gathers it up, and away he goes. Now, Stinson's been out here with 23-lap-old tires. Cogswell's got 22-lap-old tires. The ones in between, they've got 11 and 16. And then everybody from 7th place down, they have fresh rubber. So that's going to be interesting when we take off again. $66 laps down out of 140. Without taking my shoes off, I can tell you guys, we're not even halfway yet. But hey, that's okay. These guys, it's a long race for them, especially for the ones that are on borrowed time. It has no fast repairs left. That's going to make it a little bit more interesting. Now, hopefully the number 3 rider right here, Edward Smith, he's only 1 lap down. So hopefully he'll get his lap back here with another caution. Speaking of the cautions, we've had 4. Yeah, it says 5, but 1 was the stage. We've had 4 cautions, 4 lead changes, 74 laps to go. You can see it's already getting dark here at this famous track. Take a look. The lights are on. It's a possibility of 2 things that could happen here. Number 1, we might see the sunrise. And number 2, is it possible that the pace car might lead the most laps of the race tonight? You get about 4 more cautions underneath the belt, and they might have to bring that thing in for fuel and an oil change. There you go, Nancy. One of those had to put a smile on your face. That's all I got. I'm digging out of the barrel here. At the bottom of the barrel. All right, the 27, Matt. Pelletier is up top. Mr. Chase Stinson will be on the bottom. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, fine Saturday night. This is the first day ever since the summer we actually hit 79 degrees today in Ohio. We'll hit 80 tomorrow, and guess what? Monday, we'll probably be a high of about 45 or 50. So it's a wonderful day today. And soon to be a wonderful night, because these guys are getting ready to fire back up again. A little more excitement. Sorry, but cautions are fun. And away we go, back to the green flag. Are they going to start digging? Is everybody got to be able to make a shift loop? And it looks like everybody has went through the gears without any issues. Stinson is saying, man, 93 Roethlisberger. Get up off me, man. Why are you going to be such a race hog? Roethlisberger's already led 50 laps. And you know what? He's going to go. He's going to lead some more. Well, watch out for the 27, Matt Pelletier. He's got other plans. He's yet to lead a lap of this race. And he's trying like heck to do it now. Roethlisberger, he's as stingy with his laps as he is with his afternoon lunch. He doesn't want to share with nobody nothing. Matt's got a smile on his face. He's gonna lead that one. Back in the back, Cogswell working up high. Trying to make something happen there. And the 09, that's Brian Mathias. He's working really heavy on that 16 machine of Mr. Justin Bentley. Now the 28's down here in the bottom. Riding along with Jonathan Cogswell in a 28 Avalon. Brett Anderson, he says he's okay. They carried him into the infield. Checked him out. We had an interview with him. And he's fine. Pelletier is liking it out front. Roethlisberger right there, second, third, Jay Stinson. And Mr. Joey Hickox is moving his way up into that fourth spot now. It almost seems like, to me anyway, it almost seems like these cars are like a herd of turtles. Just not quite as fast as the trucks and the Gen 5s and 6s. And that's because there's no aerodynamics back then, at least that good anyway. Handling the tires, etc. You're not going to get a 16 or 17-year-old behind the wheel of one of these bad boys and go out and try to be competitive in a NASCAR race. Well, let's take a quick look where everybody's at. Pelletier is first, second, Zach Roethlisberger. Third, get a better look. Third, Mr. Jay Stinson's Joey Hickox. Right there he is in the fourth. Jonathan Cogswell is fifth. The 28 machine, Brian Matthias in the Hot Wheels. He is sixth. Mr. Derek Runge, something like that. I don't know. I only went to first grade. That's because I had a girlfriend and I wanted to see her, so, you know. But anyway, he's going to be seventh. Justin Bentley, currently eighth. Tommy Cook's in ninth. DJ Weeks, he's back into 10th. Albert Hewins in the Superman ride, he's currently 11th. Jeff Carroll, he is 12th. Nick Hurd is going to be 13th. And Mark Jackson, 14th. Edward Smith is 15th. And of course, Fred, poor Fred. He's all right, though. He's out here. He's only 14 laps down. Not a big deal. There he is, currently 16th. He can make that up. 78 out of 140 now in the books. Pelletier is loving it being out front right here. He likes it so much, he's probably got another 2 or 3 car lengths on Roethlisberger from the last lap. He's starting to pull away from him. You can see them all running that same line. Now here's where things get interesting. Because Mr. Pelletier is going to grab the second and final stage points. He needs to lead a few more laps. And it's going to be a heck of a little points battle there for this race going on between him and Roethlisberger. And there it is. There's your second stage winner, Mr. Matt Pelletier. So we be gonna be right back right after this important commercial. You're watching the AG Solar Solutions series on a caution 80, stage 80 caution. But we'll be right back after this and we'll join the fun again. Now's your chance to go get yourself something to drink or eat so you don't miss none of this action. That's what I'm going to do. We'll be right back. Bobby with all the hobbies, MaxspeedTV, right after this.
Take it for a little ride down the back roads and over through the countryside. Big old trucks with big old tires, watching the sun rise in a big old sky. Cornfields and country farms, loving hearts and open arms. We believe what the Bible says, and anything worth doing is worth doing your best. If you want to hustle for it, ain't nothing for free. By the time the rooster crows, better be on your feet. If you don't work, then you don't eat. That's the way we's raised, that's the way it's gonna be. Everybody knows everybody. There don't nothing go down in this town that we don't know about it. Faith and family, we standing strong. We gon' sing about Jesus till he calls us home. Don't you come on in, come take a ride through the country, sit back and just chill.
Welcome back, everybody. We are back. What a quick one that was, right? Just in time for these guys to race on out of the pits right here. 83 laps out of 140 in the book. And who's going to lead them off? It's going to be Roethlisberger. What a lightning fast pit stop he had. Feeding his pit crew those steroids pays off. So it's going to be Roethlisberger now. Pelletier, Stinson, DJ Weeks, Hickox, Matthias, Cogswell, Bentley, Tommy Cook, and Jeff Carroll's your top 10. And for inquirer minds that want to know, there's our race summary. 4 cautions tonight. 6 total with the 2 stages, but 4 cautions. They were lead changes, 7 of them. And the caution laps was 24. So far, the pace car has led 24 laps so far. That's something to think about. And the reason why is because he's actually led, he's the second car with the most laps led tonight. Just throwing that out there. Roethlisberger's got 52. And right here, I tell you, everybody. Roethlisberger 52, the 27 of Matt Pelletier, 13, the 30 of Mr. Stinson. He's led 9, and then down to the 21 machine. Derek has led 9 of them. Yep, that's it. Down at the bottom, Pelletier. Now, he's led, I think, 13. Not bad. And he's actually going to get to go around and get one of those laps back, I think. Let me see. That's Fred. Good old Fred. So Fred's going to only be 15 laps down now, I believe. That's it. Don't count Fred out. Don't ever count Fred out. Fred. He didn't like the paint on his. He didn't like the paint on the side of that car anyway. I know he didn't. And real quick, since he's got a Tide machine, I guess it looks like Tide anyway. I'll go ahead and tell you, Nancy. Why do people wash their clothes in Tide? Well, that's easy, because it's too cold outside. Roethlisberger's leading the way. 85 out of 140. In the books. The crowd is cheering. Pelletier is going to be on the bottom. Roethlisberger up top. We're going green flagging. Let's see if anybody misses shifts. And they have not. They've learned their lesson the hard way. Hickox down in the bottom. He's got to pick up a couple spots right away. Roethlisberger is no way running away. I can tell you, DJ Weeks is hanging right there, but man, look at the 27. Pelletier is right on his bumper. Riding along with Matt. Matt being nice and smooth, and that's what you got to do here. That car will jump out underneath you, and you won't even realize it. If they got some fresh tires on here, they can let them eat. Ray Everingham used to tell Jeff Gordon, pretend you've got an egg between the accelerator and the floor when you push it down for gas. That's about as smooth as you can get, huh? Taking a look back here a little bit further. Everybody in a single line right here, looks like. Cogswell currently in 7th. Derek all the way back here in the 8th spot. He got a little bit of work to do, Lucy. Gonna make up a little time here, hopefully. Get some nice green flag long runs in. The guys get settled down and hit their marks. Pelletier is still working on DJ. He's so close to him, I'm surprised he can't feel him breathing down his neck. While he's trying to work on DJ, Brian Mathis is making his way up, put a little pressure on the 27 of Matt. Now he's gonna go down. Man, there he is. Take him on the high side, I guess. Matt is gonna try it. DJ gets a really good run coming out of these turns. Now this is where it gets kind of interesting. You see these cats fighting their tail off right here. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. Oh, they're fighting each other so hard, they're going to be wearing them tires down. And you're going to watch Mr. Hickox and the 28 of Cogswell run these guys down fairly easy. Wait and see. Pelletier making his run for it down in the bottom. He's going to slide up high right in front of the 79 of Mr. DJ Weeks. Brian says, you know what? You made that look pretty easy. Let me see if I can do it. Mr. Hickox is thinking about 3 wide right there for just a little bit. Right around with him right here. Kind of late in Charlotte. But as you can see, every seat is sold out and they're standing up cheering away. Hey, let's have a little camera fun. Why? Well, because I'm kind of bored and I want to. See if we can crank this mama up one time. Boy, didn't that just put you right on the edge of your seat, huh? Roethlisberger out in front by a substantial lead here, and he's led 68 laps so far. And we got now 100 in the books, just 40 laps to go. DJ getting a little bit of pressure from the 09 of Matthias. These guys have been working on each other for quite a few laps now. Pelletier currently in fourth. And you can watch Joey right there. He coming in hot. And the rear end kind of slid out from underneath him just a little bit. He gathers it back up and away he goes. Seems like back here's where all the fun is right now. Here comes that 21. Derek working hard. Trying to get a spot back, and he looks like he might succeed right here. And he does. He is a hard charging. Hickox is going to drop it down in the bottom and try to make a move on the 27. Pelletier if he can. Question is, can he keep it down there with his foot in it? Not going to be able to get her done that time. Roethlisberger he's thinking about how he's going to spend his winnings tonight. I'm thinking when this race is over with, the only place might be open could be Taco Bell. I don't know. And I'm thinking if he spends his winnings at Taco Bell, he's going to spend his night and mornings in his bathroom. DJ Weeks a little bit of breathing room from Matthias. They might have been battling out pretty hard there. They both kind of wore their tires out because Roethlisberger is getting a little bit better of a lead each lap, spacing himself out further. Cogswell, he's 7th. And the rest of these cats back here, Mr. Smith, currently 10th. Albert, he's 11th. Tommy Cook kind of by himself back here in 12th, along with Jeff Caranau. These guys are still on the lead lap. Mr. Jackson, he's on the lead lap. Nick Hurd in the pits. He is 7 laps down. And look at Fred out here, huh? Working his butt off. Roethlisberger stretching his lead out. The Huddle House. Oh, that doesn't sound like a restaurant. Hey, what about the Awful House or Waffle House? Man, I tell you what. I've only got one anywhere near me, and it's about 35 minutes away. But I tell you what, if Waffle House had a credit card, I'd own one. My wife calls it the Awful House, but not me, buddy. Nothing can make me any happier than having one of the big, giant pecan waffles. Good old piece of salty, sweet country ham. Being served to you by a waitress that has 3 teeth. Doesn't get any better than that, I'm telling you. Roethlisberger coming up on a little bit of lap traffic, it looks like. Mark Jackson. I'm sure Mark will be the gentleman and get out of his way. You can really see him start to spread out now. A lot of real estate between these cats now, buddy. Except for back here. This is where the race has been. Oh, into the wall. Hickox. He's got a pucker factor of probably about 5 right there when he hit the wall. But you know what? He didn't leave his foot out of it whatsoever. He kept it in, and he is still going. Man, he wants the 5th spot so bad he can taste it. He is working his butt off trying to get past him. You can see him hop back in line here. And then he's going to have to worry about Mr. Stenson because he's thinking about making a run on him. But right here's where the battle is. Whoa! Hickox lets the 28 know that he's there. Mr. Stenson's watching all this happen. He's going to get past Hickox. Well, maybe not. Hickox is coming back up on that top. We'll go back to this view. It's better. Oh, 3 wide. They touch, and that's going to bring out a caution. Hickox, the 31, and the 16 of Bentley. They get wrapped up. Gag me with a pitchfork and choke me with a shovel. Is he going to be able to keep it off the inside pit wall? No. Go back and watch this. We'll slow her down for you, get rid of that, and we'll do this. Look how close they get. Oh, they touch so slightly. Now, here's the question. This ain't a big deal. They just touch right here. No harm, no foul just yet. You see the sparks are flying. Now they're 3 wide, but the problem is Hickox is a little bit loose in the rear end. And he gathers it up, and when he does, he's going to tag Bentley in the right rear, and they got to go for a wall ride. Now, is Bentley worthy of the Dude Wipes Award? We'll speed it up here. You can see him going for the ride right here. I don't think he hits that infield wall, the pit wall, hard enough. Nothing like old Fred did, but the water. Nah, not at all. Boy, take a look at them, those brake pads. You can see them. They are red as can be. So they're all going to come in, get some fresh tires and fuel. And the big question is who's going to win the race off pit lane. Wow. DJ got a heck of a jump. There he is. Good Lord Almighty. Positions gained. That's 79. He gained 5 of them right there. The 28 gained 6. He's up in the 5th spot. Along with the 99. The Roethlisberger, once again, here's a shock for you. He's going to lead him to the green flag. Roethlisberger, DJ Weeks, Mr. Cogswell, Matt Pelletier, Mr. Jay Stinson, that's your top 5. Now, the guys that's been bringing us the fun here recently, him, and him. Lots of fun with them. Now, who's running on borrowed time and needs to stay out of trouble, and they have so far? Well, that's pretty simple. Roethlisberger, he's used his fast repair along with DJ. Now, Mr. Cogwell up here in 3rd has not had to use his fast repair. He's kept his nose clean. Behind him, Pelletier's used his. Jay Stinson has not used his. So he's got one there on hold. Mr. Smith has used his. Carl's used his. Matthias has used his. Just about everybody else, almost. Now, Tommy Cook has not used his. But everybody else has. That might play a factor in this down the road if we have another caution. So Hickox has not used his... has not had to use his fast repair. Oh, yes, he did. I'm sorry. He did use his fast repair. You wouldn't know it by the way he's driving out there. Man, he is up on that wheel. He's standing on it. He says, I don't need a fast repair. You are watching the AG Solar Solutions All-Star Race, brought to you by MP Memorabilia Diecast. Something like that. I'll get it right in a minute. It's the MP's Diecast Racing Memorabilia. MP's. Thanks to him sponsoring this great Throwback 200 here in Charlotte, where everybody has been on the edge of their seat most of the evening. And we're going back green flag racing again. 118 laps out of 140 in the books. Getting close to crunch time here. And Roethlisberger knows they're going to be trying to get him. And right away, Pelletier is trying to work on the 28 at Cogswell. The 09, Matthias, is trying really hard to work on the 30 of Mr. Jay Stinson. And Hickox is trying really hard to work on that 99, or which is the number 3, of Edward Smith. And looks like he's going to get that spot. Roethlisberger sees in his rearview mirror he's got a little company. He's not exactly ran off with this thing here on that restart. He might be saving some tires just a little bit too. You never know. Cogswell, he's working on DJ Weeks. Unable to get close enough to him to put a little pressure on him just yet. Pelletier would love those two guys to get real racy with each other, because he would be able to draw them right to him. A little bit more real estate between the first and second place cars of Roethlisberger and Weeks. And also, Roethlisberger, he doesn't mind this battle going on behind him. As a matter of fact, he probably enjoys watching them battle it out. Bentley back here would love nothing more than the caution to come out one more time so he can get back on the lead lap, because he's only one lap down. He's led 92 laps in this race. It's pretty obvious that pace car is not going to be able to beat that. Although the pace car is in second for the most laps led. DJ still can feel him breathing down his neck. Cogswell. And no, he's going to give him a little touch. A little Earnhardt tap, if you will. And I can about guarantee you that's not going to set well with Mr. Weeks. He gets around Stenson, and he's on his way. Now he's got his eyesights back to maybe rattle the cage. A little payback of the cage rattling of the 28 at Cogswell. But I don't know if he's going to be able to get up to him or not. Pelletier's starting to feel a little bit of his hot breath down his neck there as he's getting a little bit closer to him. And in the meanwhile, Roethlisberger, he's driving off into the sunset. But right now, here's where the action is, I think. Cogswell's like, dude, let me around you. I got to get around you. He's coming. DJ's coming. And I might be in a little bit of trouble. Stenson's sitting back here watching these guys. And how about Albert Hewitts, huh? So far, he's in the 6th spot. He started 17th. I think he blinded them all to death. Man, what a nice looking paint scheme, I have to admit it. All right, you guys out in YouTubeville, wake up. It's starting to get real serious back here now for 2nd place. And guess who is coming? DJ's got his sights right there on that 28. He gave him a little love tap, the 28 did. And oh no, are they going to be able to hang on to that one? Oh. So Matt Pelletier and DJ got into it just a little bit. DJ says, man, I got to come to the pits. I'm getting beat up. Cogswell ran his butt off to get around through there to try to get away from that 97 or 79 machine of DJ, and him and Pelletier kind of exchanged paint jobs a little bit. And Roethlisberger, he's just loving every bit of it with 10 to go. Certainly a happy camper. He's led 100 laps. Things are starting to quieten down here a little bit. Stenson slowly catching up with Matt in that 27 there. And you're right, Nancy. I think we're going to have to put him on the dude wiped list. Referring to DJ. A little bit of battle going on right here. Tommy Cook went way up high in the the number 3. Edward Smith took that spot from him. Well, they settled down. They got some green flag laps in. That's a good thing. Looking at 6 to go. And 28. Now he's going to work on Stinson for that third spot if he can. But Stinson had a pretty quick car. As you can see, he got by him. And here he comes. But Stinson's in third. Boy, he'd love to work on Pelletier to get that second spot. Jay has ran his butt off tonight. He's done a great job. He's kept his nose clean. He's the only one in the top 7 that has not had to use a fast repair. I'll take that back. Him and Cogswell have not used the fast repair yet in the 28. Things might get exciting right here. Cogswell, has he got enough to get around the 30 of Stinson? Can he at least get up there a little bit and perhaps rattle his cage a little? Riding around with him. You can see how he's feathered that accelerator. You shove it to the floor, you're going to end up spinning out. So he's really, really feathering that accelerator. Turning that wheel hard. 22 laps on those tires. They're getting a little wore out. Benson got anything for Pelletier for second. Because your leader, he can pretty much shut it off and coast all the way around and win this thing. Right here is where the battle is for second and third place. Stinson was looking high right there. It's the white flag. So if you're going to do anything, you better do it now. Watch the 28. He's going to get right on that bumper of Stinson and that 30 machine, try to get him loose. Got to try to go down to the bottom. It's not going to be able to do anything there. And here comes your winner. It will be Roethlisberger. And nobody wrecked each other, so that was good. So it's going to be Roethlisberger, your winner. Pelletier second. Third, Jay Stinson. Fourth, Cogswell. Albert Ewins fifth. Sixth, Edward Smith. Joey Hickok seventh. Jeff Carroll eighth. Ninth, Tommy Cook. And 10th is Mark Jackson. So there he is. I think right here maybe he'll do his little burnout. There he is. Congratulations to Zach Roethlisberger. As he lights him up in front of the stands. Congratulations to the guy. Mr. Roethlisberger, he is going to be your winner. And we'll interview him, Pelletier, and Stinson when we get back. AG Solar Solutions, BMP Diecast Racing Memorabilia Throwback 200, Charlotte. Bobby and Max Speed TV. We'll be right back in just a few minutes, and we'll chat with these boys right after this.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Welcome back, everybody. You see that? Caution is out, instant replay. Well, real quick, let's go over how many of those bad boys we saw in this race, huh? They were only 5 cautions, total of 7, but 2 were stages. 7 lead changes. Roethlisberger had to be a lead hog in this race tonight. And the reason why I say that is because the dude led, oh man, over 100 laps, 109 laps is right there. As he's still driving around like Alan Kowicki, he is just absolutely stoked about the win. What? We're looking for the 3rd place guy, Mr. Jay Stinson, who happens to be the league owner here. I don't see him anywhere to interview him, so basically I'm just going to have to play Jay. I'll be Jay for now. Jay led 9 laps. He started 6th. He was racing pretty hard there for a while. Comes away with 3rd and grabs the points. And, of course, he'd like to think one of the greatest broadcasters he's ever saw. But also he wants to think, I'm sure, his AJ Solar Solution Blue Ridge, a whole bunch of other H&H, and there's a few more of them out there, sponsors for the league. They're scrolling down at the bottom. Pro Air. But tonight, of course, it was all sponsored and done by the one and only M&P, or MPs. I'm not sure which. I'll look at it here again. It's MPs, Diecast, and Racing Memorabilia. So, all right. That's it for Jay. Now, I got Matt with us. Talk to me, Matt. How was that race?
It was interesting to say the least. These cars are not like any other car. The tires are terrible on them. They don't like to drive, and it's just it's literally just saving tires the entire race. That's what it is.
Well, I think like after lap 20, you could really notice they're starting to go away on you a little bit.
Yeah, by lap 20, if you're running fairly conservative at that point, they're still pretty they're pretty bad at that point. So, the whole strategy tonight was literally just like save the tires until the stage came out, get tires and fuel, and after the second stage, it was just a matter of, well, I know another car should come out based off of how it's been so far. So it was just a matter of waiting for it, and then once that happened, it was just saving again, and I was good on fuel at that point. And just I tried to fight for position, but not too hard, because then if once you start fighting for position, then you start burning your tires, and there's just I don't know. I just tried to stay consistent, stay out of trouble, and I guess it worked out pretty well.
Well, yeah, it was great watching you and Jay and Jonathan. I mean, you guys making things kind of exciting there for a minute there, doing a little bit of battling towards the end of this race. Always fun to watch you guys. But hey, congratulations on your second place finish. Who all do you want to thank so I can get you out of here?
Well, as usual, I got to thank the hosts of the league here. I got to thank AG Solar and all their other sponsors, and of course the race sponsor MP's diecast and memorabilia. It's a up and coming business of mine, or it's a very new business, I should say. So,
well, I plugged the heck out of her tonight, buddy.
I greatly appreciate that. So, it's coming up through the woodworks, and just basically just a quick little recap. I mean, just a little description. I basically just buy, sell, trade, die casts and race memorabilia in general. So if anybody out there listening has anything, feel free to just hit me up, and we can talk about it.
Hey, I might have to do that afterwards because I got a whole lot of stuff.
Perfect. Sounds good.
But anyway, congratulations, my buddy. Second place, got yourself some points. Kick back, relax, get yourself something to drink, get out of that thing, and take it easy, and I'll catch you next week.
I appreciate it, Bobby.
All right, buddy. See ya. There he is. I got him back. Jay, talk to me. No, he's here. I seen him.
I'm here.
There he is. You see, I actually had to do your interview for you, so you're going to have to work really hard to top me, all right?
Believe if you did it, it's got to be better than whatever I had to say.
Oh, I doubt it. But anyway, nice job. I was just saying earlier how Matt, yourself, the 28 at Cogswell, I mean, you guys just putting out a pretty darn good show there for a while. It was actually extremely exciting because Roethlisberger, he ran off in the sunset on a Sunday morning drive. But you had a good run. You started sixth, you finished third, you got points. And the funny thing is you didn't have to use your fast repair at all.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky. I stayed out of the mess for the most part. In Thursday night practice, Zach actually helped me a lot with finding the line and the breaking points and stuff. So first thing I have to do is thank him. I wouldn't have been anywhere in contention. I'd have probably just wrecked and ruined it and been just parked. So I'd like to thank him first for helping me with the line, and then working around all these guys. It was fun racing with Matt and Jonathan. It was tight, and it was a mess in there. I don't know what happened to Weeks. I'll go back and look at it. Looks like there's a little bit of contact coming in through one of the turns. I don't know how he feels about it, or if it was intentional or what, but I'll look at that later. But it was interesting happening in front of me. So,
hey, I got to tell you what, man, I was on the edge of my seat just about the whole time. You guys are making it really a fun race right there. So, congratulations on your third place. And who all do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
you always make it interesting, fun, and keep people entertained through the whole race, no matter what. So first off, I'd like to thank you. Then would, of course, like to thank my teammates, see Joey and Randy and Clay, who those guys couldn't be here. A couple others that are not here, and then again Zach for teaching me the line and making me competitive this week, and then Justin and them guys in there for not wrecking me earlier and giving me space and room when I made a mistake. So, and again, just everybody for coming out and racing this and having a good time. So thank you guys.
You take care of yourself, buddy, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Bobby.
All right, buddy. The man of the hour, Mr. Roethlisberger. Let's see. I'm looking for you. There you go. The lap hog of the night. 109 laps is what he's led. Unbelievable. Apparently, you enjoy these throwback cars, Zach.
Yeah, they definitely have a different technique and style to the way they drive, and I just seem to adapt well to it, and had a good night tonight. So definitely wouldn't mind seeing them come back. That's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what. I would love to see these things come back on a super speedway because, man, they are a blast to watch without a doubt. But I'll tell you, I mean, you was out for a Sunday drive. I mean, you had the line 1, 2, 3, and 4. Made it look pretty darn easy. I can tell you that. He got you some big time points. And that's what we're all looking for. This is the first season of the AG Solar Solution. series in itself. So going for that championship, man, you had a lot of bragging rights, but man, you just absolutely dominated tonight, no doubt about it. So who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I go to bed?
I want to thank Matt in the 27 car for sponsoring the race with his business, as he mentioned there. That's pretty cool. So that we were able to do that. I want to thank all the league admins for putting on the show and putting in the work throughout the week. I thank Johnny Eckert and Race Control tonight for everything he does and has done throughout the season. Want to thank you up in the booth for doing this for us on Saturday nights and us keeping you up late. So we appreciate you and appreciate you covering the action for us. And then last, want to thank my teammates, DJ Weeks, Justin Bentley, Fred Anderson. All ran great races tonight. DJ and I worked really well there in the last few restarts, and Justin and I worked a little bit together on the beginning restarts there. So yeah, definitely enjoyed these cars. Felt like about 25 laps when that kicked in, I was, that's where I wanted to be. That was kind of the sweet spot. So I was happy to run them tonight, and glad to get the win. Finally, to get the win for first one of the season.
Well, one thing about it, you're getting some points racked up, and that's what it takes because we're looking for the championship here. And boy, that's some serious bragging rights when you can win the first season and be the champion, and everybody else will be hunting after you. But congratulations. Never a dull moment with you, Zach. I'll tell you that, man. You dominated tonight. Kick back, relax, and we'll catch you next week and see if you can double down on it.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
All right, you take care, and we'll see you then. Well, that's it, guys. We made it. We did it. We got through it. Roethlisberger, lap hog, I call him. He ended up 109 laps, I believe he led. Unstoppable. Well, congratulations to him and the rest of the other guys. You guys be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And watch out for the stormy weather. We got a couple individuals I think had to quit due to the tornado warning. So you guys watch your weather. Be safe until next week. Till then, this is Bobby, MaxspeedTV. I'm going to bed. I got to get up in the morning. You guys take care. Be safe. See ya.